So let's go ahead and leap right in. Before we even see the Locke kids in season 2, we see Dodge and we see Eden, and we see that they're already up to no good. You know, they're picking right back up where we left off in season 1. Now that the cat's out of the bag, how's it really getting to lean into your dark side in season 2?
Incredibly fun. It was chaotic. It was there was just so many moments where just being a mortal human being, you're not allowed to do these things. And we got to go on set and do things that just would not be very classy to do as normal human beings. So we had a lot of fun playing up just this like inner craziness.
Yeah. I mean, Griffin, now that we know this true stakes on Dodge, how is it finally just like no more subtext, no more subtlety. You're just a bad guy. Like, how is it going for broke in this season?
I've been trying to avoid using the word fun too much today because it's too easy to describe things as fun, but truly it's hard to think of another word. It's been really, really fun. Like you said, all the subtext is out of the way, all the building blocks to get to this point have been placed, and now we're just watching all of the chaos ensue. And personally, to play that was a fantastic experience. I mean, there were no downsides really. Had to figure out how to truly play evil because I'm a small man, small stature, not tall, not strong. So I had to find other ways to not, feisty.
Yeah.
Yes.
But feisty isn't always scary, so I had to figure out ways to be menacing, which was a challenge that I loved taking on because, hey, now I know. Someone wants to fight. I'm like, no, buddy.
I was just talking to Carl and I was just talking to Meredith, and they had kind of implied that you had known for some time that you were going to break bad, and Hallea, they were struck by your performance in season 1. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to totally do this with Eden. Like, how quickly did you guys know that you were going to be the antagonist of this piece, and like, how was it finding out?
Really with the end of season 1 of just like Eden was never supposed to be this thing, and I just gave her. I think it was episode 5 where I was just like, I'm gonna do everything crazy and whatever, and I think Meredith and Carlton were like, oh, she's willing to do anything. Let's make her do some crazy things in season 2. And it was the end of, and when I got the script for episode 10 of season 1, I was mind blown because it's just like, it's a huge honor as an actor to be given and trusted with such incredible material and such a fantastical character.
I knew for a long time. I actually knew when I auditioned, which was surprising because no one else knew. None of the other cast knew, but I thought it was common knowledge. I only found out it wasn't common knowledge when we started shooting episode 10 and people were like, wait, you're evil? And I was like, oh, you guys didn't know?
You didn't spoil it? Having this in your back pocket, there was no like, because it's woven in there throughout when you think about it, when you're like pushing people to use the keys more. But yeah, how is it having that in your back pocket and then kind of getting to finally play that hand?
Well, having it in my back pocket, if we're talking about season 1, knowing when no one else knew, that was stressful. My family, who I talk to every day, I didn't tell any of them either that I was evil for 8 months from filming to release, almost, I think 10 months, not a word. And then actually, funny enough, one of my friends spoiled it to them for me before I had the chance.
It was Jesse Camacho, who plays Doug in the Savini Squad, literally on the red carpet.
The first thing he says to my parents when he meets them. And I was like, that has to be a joke. That's crazy. But season 2, I don't have the weight of secrets anymore hold me back. So I just get to fully unleash my evil side, which I have only recently discovered. Didn't know I had one, but it's really fun to play around there and just go crazy.
like you were saying, season 2 is a lot of fun. It's fun for the Locke kids until you guys inevitably return, and it's fun. It's fun for everything. The magic is doubled down. Everything is great. Knowing, like, having approached season 2, knowing how it was shot and edited, knowing just the overall tone, having developed a working relationship with Meredith and Carlton and all these guys, what did you really want to bring with your characters going into season 2?
You know, personally, they definitely gave this to me in a lot of scenes. I wanted to see a lot more range of emotion from Gabe. I wanted to see not only mad, I wanted to see, you know, sad, gosh, what's the, I'm a man, only 3 emotions exist, apparently.
When we're lucky.
When we're lucky. No, but I wanted to see Gabe, you know, at his worst, at a place that I didn't even think he could go. And, you know, I won't spoil anything, but around episode 10, just for a flash of a moment, you really get to see him break down. And that was kind of what I wanted.
For me, it was humor. I wanted, I think Meredith and Carlton kind of tuned into apparently I have the comedic chops, so I was like, oh, okay, let's lean into this, because I'm still discovering a lot about myself as an actor, and they leaned into a lot of the humor in second season, which I just run with. I like, it was just so much fun. There were so many times where it was just like bringing in the humor into just really terrible, twisted, chaotic situations was just the perfect contrast and juxtaposition that I just love and crave. So yeah, I'm hoping that Eden makes some people laugh as much as she makes them kind of feel nervous for her sanity.